And we're back with another episode of Let's Play PC Building Simulator. I'm your host, your RPG guy. Let's get to it. Hey, finally learning to swim. Isn't that great? Oh, I should probably give you some background info. Haha. I'm Charlie, and I never learned to swim, but I finally signed up for lessons, and I'm very excited. I already repainted my bedroom to blue and bought a fish, and I've been taking baths every day and practicing holding my breath and drinking lots of water, not at the same time. But my computer does not have water cooling yet, so that's next on my list. So, you water cool my motherboard, CPU, GPU, and RAM, please. I know that I will need a lot of parts and pipes and whatever, but I'm fully committed to becoming aquatic, so I will do whatever it takes as long as it doesn't cost more than $700 because I need the rest of the money for my swimming lessons. Thanks. I can't wait from Charlie. Okay, it's simple enough, yet somewhat tricky. Hey, I really need some software installed. I need Strike Back Go, plastic green cables, or plastic purple black cables. Okay, so that's fine. Let's look at this. Okay, so he needs a water cooled motherboard and GPU. So there's let's go to mother actually probably the first thing to do is to just go to motherboards in general. Um and then water coolable from ascending. So it looks like we should go with for $10 more we get an AM4. So we'll grab that one. That is X570. Ooh. Elite Wi-Fi Revision 1. Elite. Okay, so it's this one. Cool. What else did numbnuts need? Um, the RAM and motherboard. Okay, so go to motherboard. We got that. I don't think really anything else matters for memory. We just need it to be water coolable. It's 3200 is pretty fair. And it has to be water coolable. Oh, we need to get them in pairs. So one, two. Okay, water cool, RAM heat sinks. Um, and a +2 memory block. We're gonna need a radiator and a reservoir. We don't need that. Okay, so now we need to do a water cooled Vidya card. So back to the shop. Okay, graphics card. Water coolable. We'll go with the cheapest. Alright, let's take a look. So we still haven't gotten a processor yet. We're already at 1,000, so we gotta keep this thing nice and cheap going forward. So continue shopping. Oh wait, it's at 1,025, right? Yeah, 1,025 plus another 500. Oh great. So we got 200 left. Okay, this is not gonna work. Well, because we still gotta buy the 1070 Ti. Okay, let's just see what we're at. We're at 600. 1625. Okay, so my memory goes back. I renege on that. Memory the cheapest. Everything has to just be the cheapest. And we need 2 of those. So we're still at like 1500. What's missing? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, this is the okay, so this is 600 plus. That's 1500. What's missing here? We still don't have a processor. It'll be the cheapest AM4 I can put in there. That's what it'll be. $60. And then storage, $50. We can't do 100. There's just no way. There's no power supply in there. The other thing is what? 600 bucks. If the other thing's 600. No, it has to be the 50. Boom, and then the power supply. Can you get a 750 watt on the cheap? No. 550 watt. Usually enough? No. Let's just do that. 80 bucks. I think we're just over. There's no case. Can't do anything cheaper here. What can I do cheaper over here? There's nothing cheaper than these 2 parts. I guess. I guess what we could do is go even cheaper here. But I almost wonder if this will work with this much wattage. So 11, so it's 590 plus 1100. So that works. I don't know how, but that fucking somehow works. Probably have to take a fan out too, but whatever. The world's tiniest fucking build. Let's take this out now so I don't have to. Both of these have to come out. Probably should have used a used part, but oh well. Worst case, we just put a used one that we have. We might have to start doing that. So maybe they tried to make the game a little more clever? Okay. do these. Shoot, did I screw that up? I must have. Oh, well. Yeah. I mean, it might work. Save us some money, too. Spend less than $1,700. No, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. Stop, stop, stop. How did I overspend? 350. No, 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 no. Come out. This can't be right. But it is. Okay, what the fuck do they want from me here? Like, it's gotta go through radiator. It's gotta go through that. That's the cheapest I can do. That's the cheapest card. Do I have to do a different motherboard? Okay. Let's just back out here for a second. Wait a minute. Why did that go up so much? Hold on. Try again here. mean, if I end up with extra water-cooled stuff, that's fine. That's even more. For some reason, that registered correctly. Huh. What a load of horseshit. Okay. Okay. Let's not test our luck. And for some reason, that other setup cost way more. Which makes no sense, but whatever. So this should meet this dude's requirements. Alright, this one is done. 1,710. What? There's $10 over. How? There's no way for me to make this, build this cheaper, dude. The only thing we can do, maybe... I can't believe it's complaining about $10 freaking dollars. Shop. There. That's it. There's nothing that I can do. There's no cheaper parts without having to go with a completely different motherboard. Which next time I'm going to just do, because yeah, these are getting a little finicky. There we go. This fucking thing out of my shop. Fucking abomination. Alright. So really quick, let's bring these guys in. I'm probably going to start rejecting the non-story quests because they're just taking time for us to do. And to be honest, like I said, after this day, if we can't get the story stuff done, like the stuff that claims it's story or seems like it's story, because it actually doesn't claim to be story. It seems like a story. I think we'll call it. Because, yeah, there's clearly an error. Either I aced the game so much, so good, that we beat the game before we were meant to. Like, we reached level 30 before we were expected to. Or these other storylines are not actually story. They're just there to as filler. To help you get XP. And if that's the case, I don't want to probably burn them all, because what if they put out a DLC? Or a continuation? And all these other story jobs that we could be getting mad XP for, we don't get access to because we decided to just power through all of them in one sitting. I doubt it's going to be anything like that, though. I'm being hyperbolic. 'Cause yeah, I mean, what else am I supposed to do with all the story stuff done? I think they were expecting us to run into more problems or not do any of the secondary stuff that came in, but it's almost like, why wouldn't you? It's XP, it's money. there's no motivation to skip those jobs by any stretch of the imagination, so begs the question as to why would I? Right? I'm not sounding bizarre by saying that. That here. And I think going forward, if we do any more story jobs, they're going to be the cheapest parts we can buy. We're running into lots of ifs, ands, or buts here. And the ends are need to justify the means going forward. Before, the game gave us a lot of leniency in how we did those story jobs. Now, not so much. That's all the other reason why it's suspicious that I'm suspect that, you know, things aren't quite what we want them to be. Really quick, let's revert this back to case modding because we don't get too much water cooling in requests. We're gonna fill out the rest of the area here. That way everything's ready to go because we at least have one more day's worth of sales that we can do. So put that there. Put this over here. And make it a brand new day. It's a brand new day. And yeah, we'll just start rejecting stuff that's not like a story job. Or see if they let us reject story jobs, because then if they do, that means they really are worthless. Alright, collect. 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 Nice. Put this out as Chunkinator Mark II. For like 3,800. That's too much. 35. Or surf. Because why not? Perfect. And then free fall. Free falling. Alright, let's go 6,000. 600. Nice. Boom. That's pretty much everything we've got, right? Yep. Alright, let's take a look. If it's really easy, we'll do it. If it's really pain in the ass, like this one's a pain in the ass, we'll reject it. Okay, really quick. Strike back, go, and then he wants plastic purple black. So first things first. One wants purple black cabling. Oops. There we go. And then Alright, this one's done. And we're only going to take the easy stuff at this point. There's no benefit to us to digging around with this. Okay, I went for my first lesson, but apparently I didn't sign up for a swimming club. It was a swinging club. It was not what I expected. Thank you for the water cooling news from Charlie. Fuck you, Charlie. Alright. Oh, happy day. The bishop visited our humble church and was able to bless the new coolant personality. I'm sure it will now serve us well for many years to come, but I do have one last request. If I may, the computer does everything I needed to, but visually it's a touch incongruous. I've taken to hiding it behind the pulpit to preserve our church's aesthetic, but I keep tripping over the cables. I would like white lighting on at least 5 different parts of the computer. Okay, and for the case to be painted a pure angelic white. I can imagine it now, a shiny beacon of hope and faith. Oh yes, it will be quite something. Bless you. The Reverend Chaplain Priestley, St. Dibley's Brigham. That's fine. This one's pretty straightforward. Just viruses and symbol stickers. We'll do it. And now, the one question we need to ask ourselves is quitting a job doesn't hurt us. Look at that. We're still 5 out of 5. So, I think it's in our best interest to just start doing that. Rejecting the non-story stuff. That's harder than just doing a virus scan. Is what we're going to be doing going forward here. Because I just have no interest anymore in doing these lesser jobs because they're not accomplishing anything for us. Let's do that. All right, we're not getting any further into the game by postponing these inevitable tasks. So that's the way I look at it. Let's go ahead and make it a brand new day. And let's figure the deal out here. Okay, let's just run this real quick. That's booting. We'll grab this. May not need to buy anything. That's why I didn't. Alright, that's pretty much done. And he wanted what kind of fucking stickers? I think symbol stickers. So that's why I don't mind doing that. Alright, he wants all of this to be pure white. Right? Paint, okay. Static effect, paint case white. Alright, this one be done. Okay, so we will reject. Definitely reject. No, that looks like a story one too, as does this one. No, but it doesn't seem like it though, and we can reject it. Same with this one. Okay, so I'm convinced, guys, that going forward, this is it. You know, I think we're good. Look at all that sellage. So here's the deal. I am convinced, beyond reasonable doubt, that there's not much story, if any, left. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna take all 8 of these computers apart because they need to come apart and go to storage. I think what we're gonna do is make some plans for some Uber rigs. We're not getting new parts. I've noticed this for a fact of matter. We've really not been getting anything related to new parts, which means we've maxed out the game's part allowance. So what does that entail? What does that mean in the grand scheme of things? What that means is that we have gotten pretty much to end game. We're not getting any new parts. We're not getting anything special. There is no point whatsoever to, I guess, continuing the jobs other than that the game's allowing it. Giving us the means to do it. Doesn't mean that it's like perfect or good or anything like that, but I do think we're at a point where we should start considering do our fun stuff that we've been waiting for. The game pretty much is like I said, the game's giving us nothing new, no new parts, no new items. We're not leveling anymore. It said that we had beaten it already, though we didn't get a credit roll, which at the end of the last one we did, so maybe they're a little lazier in this version. Just say that. But we've come a really long way. In a great way, too. You know, we've built all kinds of computers. We've done all kinds of different repair work. All kinds of crazy stuff since we started. You know, and I must say I am happy with the progress that we've made. So I think what we will do is, like I said, after we'll take these computers apart here, cut the episode a hair short, because, you know, we may as well, and then we'll start looking, I think, personally, at making some of the best rigs humanly possible. But we shall see. We shall see if it is possible, number one, because it may not be possible to go too crazy. But we're going to go as crazy as the game will allow us to go. Because we have over $266,000. So even if we were able to build a computer that's 100 grand, we'd still have 100 grand to waste. And I think what we'll do is we'll make maybe 2 variations, one with a water cooling loop and one without it. And the reason I want to do that is because I want to see how much money we actually can get for that probably weaker computer, because you're limited to the motherboard, right? You can only get the best water-cooled motherboard, you know, some of the best parts, period, and then you're never stuck with everything else. So we will play it by ear that way. Alright, let's get that in there. Let's do these last 4. And yeah, if you guys want to see me just do more builds and sell off the rest of our stock of computers, that is also an option. You would just need to comment below. By the time this video comes out, I'll have been away from the game for a while too. By the time the last video of this series comes out, I'll have been away from the game for a while. So if you guys really want to see it, say something right away. I could upload them maybe every Sunday or something like that, where we try to do more work, or we just, you know, I just give you an update on, like, oh hey, I'd like to see you make that 1 million. How long does it take you? If that's the case, you just have to wait till that episode gets done. Because I could probably put about 1 day a week on it, you know. Kind of a deal. Ooh, let's do that one last. I like that case. But yeah, that's the general gist of, I think, where we're going to go. But you guys have been really great. I mean, you know, you guys really seem to enjoy my first Let's Play of the first game. You can, if you haven't checked that out and you're curious about my PC Building Simulator 1 playthrough, there's actually, I do 2 of the 3 expansions in that. So there's not just the base game. I do 2 of the 3 expansions in there as well. So definitely check that out. If you enjoyed this particular game, that game's parts are definitely older. You know, the water cooling's less intuitive or more standard, basic, somebody might say. But the premise of the game is still the same. And everything you're trying to accomplish and all that. And you can see maybe some of the criticisms. If you really like this game but have never played the first one and you're wondering about my criticisms that I'll give in the last episode more vividly, check that game out. Check that Let's Play out. Because you'll see what I'm talking about when I talk about it here. I am going to talk about it in this LP. My criticisms are mild, but only ever so. Last one here. That's the back wall. All right. So as far as I'm concerned, our shop is empty. But we have lots of PCs to sell. So I'm not in any hurry to do any of that. And to be honest with you, what we got coming up is going to be rather interesting. Whew, sorry, I had a really big stretch there. So yeah, what we're going to be doing coming up is we're going to be making our Uber computer the best computer money can buy, in theory. There's a lot of factors here. We could even try to go out of our way and make like the best Intel and the best, the best Ryzen, just to see which one gives us the best performance, right? So, we could do like this i9 here, which I don't think is actually that highly performance. This one seems better here at the LG A1700, but we're going to do it based on price. So we're going to buy the most expensive parts, even though the performance is actually, the performances are better in these other ranges, to be honest with you. But I will do it by price, just for laughs. Then maybe I'll make the best one I think's the best, based on just the highest, base boosted frequencies, the highest, performance on video card. A lot of the video card and memory and stuff might be repetitive, but it'll be interesting to see. So we might try to build Ford computers here with the best stuff money can buy, and just see what happens. Because yeah, I'd be curious to see how it goes in the long run. This is 64 cores, so I still think, even though we've got like these are still Intels. There we go. 16 cores. Yeah, this is still the most cores. So yeah, we'll start building some of the best computers and start figuring it out. So with that said, I want to thank you guys for stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/Subjective for more live gaming action. Because when we come back, the final episode or two, where we build the ultimate machines. We'll see you guys there.